And we're back again. We are back once more with the second part of the Endless Nightmare. Second out of 3 parts, actually. The third part is yet to come, but we know there's a part here. It's going to be here. Third parter. I guess it makes sense. It's like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. It's kind of like three in 3 acts, which kind of it's usually released fully, but I guess considering this is a fully developed mode to add to the game, I guess they decided to spread the 3 acts in 3 parts. This is the Mantis episode, effectively. The previous one with the Dre episode, this Mantis episode, so who knows what will be the third episode. I don't think there's a sinner for it yet. I don't think so, at least. But, I mean, yeah, we would be, though maybe it would be about someone we know, because the general aesthetic of I would say the aesthetic of Nox would be something similar to Mantis and Drea, but we already have the interrogation, so I guess we might see Nox pop up, but I think they will choose to add a new sinner. Obviously, kind of sad because I do hope that Nox gets mentioned in some events, and I do hope that Nox and other sinners who have not yet been mentioned in the actively mentioned in the story get somewhat involved. Though it's kind of hard to. I imagine the after the Syndicate season is done, which it is, from what I heard, Syndicate season is like chapter 13, and it's just done. The big story of the Syndicate is wrapped up, quote unquote. So the next part, I assume, next season, quote unquote, I assume will happen in the East Side and East Side, and we will see a lot of the characters we have not seen participate in these events because we were basically doing them in Syndicate. But now it's not about that. Mist. Crystalline. Who's that? I don't even know her. Amidst the chaos, a vague and hazy voice gently stirs your consciousness. A voice tries to touch and awaken you, and to convey some kind of message or emotion. There's a familiar, nostalgic essence to it. Your consciousness begins to coalesce, to chase after it. Who's there? Who's calling me? You can truly hear us. You can hear our voices. You can sense our existence. Wonderful. You've been lost for so long. Let us take you back. Something emerges from the murky darkness. One of them, 2 of them, they caress your body, affirming your existence. Back to where? Back to your companions. Your most cherished companions. 4 of them, 5 of them, 6. More and more of them cling to your skin, blocking the sense of you just regained. A sense of suffocation strikes you. Fear jolts you awake and you open your eyes. What cherished companions? What's crawling all over you are countless hard black mutant bugs. Their mouths tremble as if they're ready to bite. And in their hollow compound eyes, you can't see any emotions on the reflections of your own twisted face. Before you can scream, your mouth is filled with these writhing creatures. They speak for you, and their buzzing resonates directly into your mind. Welcome back. We're taking you back to her side. Ah! The contamination is leaking. Life server is unstable. Those without protective gear retreat immediately. Go get the hypercube and activate the blocker. The hypercube can't suppress it. Suppress it. This contamination is like the one in April. Could it be another? I detect signals from SFAC. Something's happening to BR000 over at DC. September 8th. Okay, so it was April. Now it's September. I spent a while. Chief spent a while back away, huh? Okay, so this And of 33. This is happening after the events of the Bloom and after the August warfare against the BRBR 00652 yeah, they mentioned after the August blockade. Interesting. September 8, Nightfall 113. DC outskirts. Number 2 broken frontline monitoring station. Massive amount of maniac contaminants is approaching. All units go to the S-class alert status. The FEC's main force is at the BR-002 defense line, guarding against attacks by the underground. We can only rely on ourselves here. Activate the anti-mania field and defense armor. Ground combat troops should be also. Visual of the contaminants have arrived. They're not land units, not corruptors. They're flying! Is that a mantis swarm? Mutant bugs are anomalous creatures that appeared after nightfall, with sightings from them worldwide. Okay, sorry. Okay. Mutant bugs are anomalous creatures that appeared after nightfall. With sightings of them worldwide, they have been captured on film and exploration shows long before the expedition. They appear in swarms and are highly aggressive towards humans, but luckily their individual strength is limited. They are common, easy to defeat calamitous apostles that lack stability. It was not until the DC explosion in Nightfall 84 that a new, more powerful mutant type of mutant bug was sighted near BR0000. The new mutant bugs are far superior to the regular ones in numbers, strength, stability, and aggression, boasting astonishing group attributes. A thorough investigation found that as early as prior to the founding of this city, rare records of this DC expedition mentioned the existence of higher-level mutant bug colonies in the Forbidden Zone. The expert on the team named the Mantises. Rough calculations based on these records indicate that a swarm of mantises can be as dangerous as a A+ White Sands apostle. Ooh. Okay, so this is the expert we're going to be interacting with. She's such an expert, she became a mantis herself. That's interesting. Fortunately, like the One Sand apostles, they are also attracted to the depths of the BR000 and have never left the Blank Ring's range since the NF 84. Humans only observed them from formed during the DC explosion in the NF 84 when the Black Ring was not yet fully stable. They have never left BR000 until now. Find cover, don't expose yourself. These creatures aren't coming to pillage. Their target is us. I'll cover the rear. Everyone immediately. Ah! Captain! Before he can finish speaking, the mutant bug swooped down with a shriek. Their spear-like claws shattered the FEC captain's armored arm and lift him into the air. The man roars and shoots them with the gun in his other hand. The bullets bounce off their hard shells one after another. One of the bugs knocks his gun away with its third arm and yanks him into the sky towards the illusory moon. Mind me, get back to the base and use the anti-aircraft weapons. They must have a leader. I'll confirm the location. Comms is still working. I'll give you coordinates. I see the Mantis Queen. She's a sinner? You're back. All of you. Back to my side. My most cherished companions. Right. Ah ha ha! Shackles! Where is this? Your shackles disperse the swarm of bugs. Your consciousness instantly clears and you find yourself thrown back into desolate depths of the nightmare. Unlike before, this time it's like a twisted jungle of contamination filled with chilling buzzing sounds. Those mutant bugs are nearby, hiding themselves in the misty darkness. They're wary of the red glow in your hand, but they haven't completely left. They're just waiting and guarding their prey. You must find a way to leave and wake up. Step forward, looking for a way out. Amidst the fear, you are tugged by the inexplicably familiar aura emanating from the depths of the mist. It's as if an old friend is whispering softly. Following a faint glimmer of light, you break out of the dense forest and come to a small clearing. The half-split illusory moon hangs high in the sky. Under red light, you do indeed see an old friend. Scolor in white. It's a person with no visible signs of contamination. You easily recognize her face and remember her name. Drea? She doesn't respond to your call. She stares at the illusory moon and walks forward in a daze. In front of her, the blurry shadows of bugs have already gathered. Stop her! Don't go, it's dangerous there. The scholar looks at the hand around her wrist and then glances at you. Her expression changes from confusion to terror as she struggles to free her wrist. No, let go. It's me. Don't you recognize me? She backs away as if she didn't hear you. Her gaze darted between you and the encroaching mutant bugs. Her expression becomes increasingly panicked, as if there's no difference between you and the approaching creatures. I don't want to. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't found the truth. She doesn't recognize you, but you don't have the time to feel sad about it. This might be in the influence of the illusory moon. In any case, the mutant bugs are closing in. You have to take her away, so you try to pull her towards you by force. If it's mania that causing her consciousness to become chaotic, do you have a way to sober her up? No. Don't! When the shackles touch Drea, the part of her body that gets touched transparent, the red light spikes pass through the piercing piercing a hologram, and this hologram doesn't give you the same feeling that initially attracted you here. This isn't the real Drea. She's just a part of the dream, and the one dreaming is... Let her go! A sudden flash of light zips by, and the mutant bugs in front of you immediately fly away in terror with broken wings. Something high speed instantly crushes all the enemies. Before you have a chance to see what it is, the light teleports next to you. Suddenly hits you the cut, hurling you several meters. Even if this is a dream, it still hurts, and you feel a little dizzy from the pain. You see a strange figure protecting Drea, adopting a defensive stance against you. I don't want to fight you, but you can't hurt my companion. Back off, Mantis. Go back to your territory. Your companion? Clutching your stomach, you struggle to prop up your body and look at the attacker. Its face is blurry, but the scythe-like arms, rock-hard body, and the strange buzzing sounds all confirm one thing. You're not her companion. You're just like those bugs. Mania monster. Well, that's what you are. Don't hurt my companion. Power gathers in your palm again. You grip your red light spike, which has become more powerful in this chaotic space. It cuts through the air, piercing towards the shadow across from you. However, all it does is shatter a hard spike on her shoulder. The monster disappears in an instant, taking Drea with it. The next second, your wrist is seized and you're flipped over and pinned to the ground. The monster is on top of you. Its hard scythe-like arms are clearly visible, pressing against your neck with terrifying force. Layers of filth cover its head. You can't see its face, but you can feel the gaze of the strange creature. I knew you could understand my words. If that's the case, then go back. Go back and find your own heart. If you were once human, don't hurt your past. Otherwise, I really will. Wait, you are... Suddenly pauses. The first pin in your lessons, and the scythe across your neck slowly dissolves into a soft arm. The hand moves away from your neck, gently caressing your earring. You feel human fingertips on your earlobe, a bit cold, but very real. You hear a woman's crisp laughter. What'd you come here to? You scared me. This is Mantis territory. It's very easy to hallucinate here. We almost started fighting each other. Who are you? I don't know you. But at this moment, you do feel a sense of familiarity. The filth and spikes in the shadow fade away. The one sitting on you is no longer a terrifying mutant bug, but a chuckling, soft-haired woman who has calmed down. How do you not know? It's me, the naturalist of the expedition team. Although I made a mistake in my hassle just now, I was also the one who saw through the illusion. You can trust my professionalism, right? No hard feelings, okay? Didn't expect a kid like you to follow us all the way out here. Good on you. She pulls you up from the ground, dusts you off, and pinches your face as if trying to squeeze out a smile like hers. Thanks for coming to find us, little guide. With you here, I feel much more at ease. She's cute. She is cute. Okay, so camp. The camp is familiar thing. I don't think we have a camp in the current Eternal Nightmare. There was like a whole camp feature in the first Eternal Nightmare. In this Eternal Nightmare, there is no camp. I wonder where's the voices. I don't think there's voices here. Maybe it's not voiced yet. Weird. I distinctly remember I heard some voices happening, but maybe not. So dense forest, mist. We just passed the mist, I assume. We just passed the mist, right? Okay, so dense forest. Considerably longer, this one. The green-haired woman walks forward, holding your hand in one hand and Drea's hand in the other. This time, the frightened scholar doesn't resist. She has recognized her companion. Mantis, thank you for coming to pick me up. Don't mention it. But my name isn't Mantis. I study mantises. Look, it's those dark flying creatures over there. That idiot Kalan called them sea cockroaches. Pisses me off. He knows nothing about nightfall ecology. She points at the shadowy mutant bugs in the distance, then points at herself with the hand holding Drea's hand. My name is... Don't you remember? Even complimented my name the first time we met. Her soothing words finally makes Drea smile. Yes, Mantis is indeed a beautiful name. As astronomer, the astronomer is completely at a loss. Well, that is indeed a good name. After all, I was the one who discovered and named these mutant bugs. Since Drea likes it, you can still call me Mantis for now on, I guess. Mantis knows Mantis is the best, and will lead everyone to escape from them. That plot isn't half bad. If the DV had power, recording it would surely make for a good show. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Mantis leads you to a dilapidated car. She ushers you two in, then gets into the driver's seat. Dear little guide, can you please help take care of the dear Drea? Get her to get some good sleep, and she'll be fine. She's just temporarily affected by the illusory moon. Astronomers love the moon the most, right? Once we're back, Dr. Banyan will be able to awaken her quickly. By then, she might be able to find the perishing star. Banyan? Those comforting words obviously have no effect in such a setting. The dark, twisted forest spreads out in every direction, and the shadowy bugs are closing in from behind the car. Clearly, the entire area is Mantis territory. Can we make it back? Can we even make it back? What are you asking? Mantis remains unfazed. She skillfully fiddles with a homemade device in her car, which emits a bizarre buzzing sound similar to the mutant bugs and launches something into the distance. A new one, a few of the approaching bugs swoop past the old car, chasing the bait. See? This is mimicry effect. I worked a long time on it. It's not only imitates sounds waves, but also uses contamination resonance. Now the bugs think we are also mantises, and mantises rarely attack their own kind. She fiddles with the console again, and it starts playing music that is completely out of the place with the current setting. I'm the most famous naturalist of the Nightfall era, and the survivor expert who has traversed the apocalypse. I led my team to film the best-selling documentary series and Friends Wilderness Trek. As soon as the expedition began, the title is a bit wordy. Let's just call it Wilderness Trek. No matter how many terrifying monsters are born in the apocalypse, we can find a way to deal with them if we understand them enough. Fear comes from the unknown, and evasion can't solve the problem. What we need is courage to explore and seek knowledge. True. Her smile is bright and touching. As affected by her courage, your mind recovers a bit. I dug up some earthworms along the way and brought them here in case you were hungry. Earthworms don't think, so they aren't affected by the contamination. The simpler the life form, the more resilient they are. That's interesting. Want to eat some? They're high in protein. Sure, I'll have some. While they are closed, you pick up a wriggling, juicy earthworm and slurp it into your mouth. After an indescribable assault on your taste buds, you swallow it. You do feel a bit full, but your sanity seems to have deteriorated a bit. Mantis claps for you. Where did you get the courage to eat this? Well, I've got you guys. With you guys around, I can traverse the apocalypse and face the unknown. Thinking about how my efforts can also bring courage to everyone fills with me with energy. So let's go back. Let's go back to everyone. The battered pickup truck bounces along dense fog of shadows. The driver hums a tune cheerfully as if carrying a little son on the road. You still can't remember this overly familiar person. You don't even understand her real name. But her smile is so familiar, nostalgic and soothing, healing your weary body and mind. After a rest, you'll ask her more about it. The pickup truck gives rushes forward as fast as it can, almost falling apart from the barky bumps on the road. Chasing close behind is a large swarm of mantises. I've been this popular for a long time. Hold on, we're almost there. Oh my god, I just noticed. Okay, she has adorable expressions. I haven't been this popular in a long time. Did you say you knew a lot about them? Why are you still being chased like this? It's all different under the illusory moon. Ouch! After the pickup truck goes over the last ditch of its life, it crashes heavily into the rock, breaking down completely. Mantis is the first one to get back up. She grabs all the cartridges and kicks open the door. You guys still in the car? I'll lure them away. Wait! The bullets had run out long ago. The naturalist only realizes that when she pulls the trigger on the empty gun, all she could do is turn the gun around and use it as a bat. She then tosses a homemade bug repellent smoke bomb near the car door and runs out of the smoke, leading the bugs away from you. Mantis! Don't make a sound. Protect Drea and wait for your companions to come. I'll be back. I'll be fine. Before she can finish her sentence, unwanted bugs on her side. She can barely block his sharp claws with her firearm. No! I'm unknown companions. I need to go back somewhere else. As for you guys... The swarm of bugs lets out an indistinguishable, terrifying shriek. Mantis, however, seems to understand and starts yelling back at them. Take a good look at what you're doing. Would humans treat their own kind like this? She drops the firearm that had been holding off the creature and finds something to thrust in its face. The bug lets out a shrill screech, pushing Mantis away and convulsing in the sky with trembling wings. In that moment, she also seems stunned, but more mutant bugs are rushing at her, and this time, Mantis has no strength left to fight back. You must help her. Shackle! The shackles are successfully released, but you can't see the result. A dazzling white light suddenly engulfs everything, followed by the sound of bullets, shouts, and the fierce resistance from the bugs. Soon the light dims. A few mutant bugs twitch on the ground, while many more have been forced to keep their distance. 3 people in protective suits stand in front of Mantis, guarding against the sky with crude weapons. Only after confirming the bugs have left do they turn their heads to curse at Mantis. Didn't we say we're going to find help? Why do you run out of there? Are you trying to scare us to death? If you keep this up, I'm really going to knock you out and lock you in a car. I knew you guys would come for me. So good to have you guys here. You have Drea out of the smoke, and someone immediately comes over to you. Are they teammates of Mantis? Are they humans? Mantis still paralyzed. It's paralyzed on the ground. The naturalist grasps for breath, starting at the motionless mutant bag remains nearby with a mixed expression. The magic weapon in her hands that scared off the mutant bugs a few minutes ago is just an ordinary mirror.